everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I have something really special to show you guys. I've been working with a bunch of different friends of mine on this for a while now, and there will be even more to come soon. We got a ton of the most popular and favorite Marvel characters and turned them into Wings of Fire dragons. From the best Spiderverse characters to the Avengers and even iconic villains in the future, there's going to be a lot of awesomeness here. I'll be linking the artists who have social media in the description, so please check them out. This video is finally happening, and I'm so excited. Be on the lookout for a future part or two. But before we begin, a huge shout out to my patrons. 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙁𝙀, 3 Moons, 𝙒𝙨𝑒𝑊𝑒𝑑, and Fizz. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Links to their social medias are in the description down below as well. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting off the designs, we have the symbiote Venom turned into a Wings of Fire character. He was drawn and designed by my friend Newtspring, who goes by Piper. Venom just looks absolutely stunning here as a Night Hive hybrid, which were fantastic tribe choices. He looks big and monstrous, the white spider logo still sitting on his chest. Venom as a waft dragon would be terrifying to meet, and I'm literally just in love with how he turned out. Perfect and eerie in every way, even as a dragon. Venom gets his dark color scheme from the Nightwing blood in him, and the bigger, monster-type looks from his Hivewing side. The end result is just a masterpiece in character design. Next up, we have Gwen Stacy as a Silk Ice hybrid. Oh my goodness, is this just gorgeous! The colors are so pretty, and the tribe choices were totally on point. The fact that she's part Silkwing works perfectly as though she has web shooters, seeing as she's Spider-Gwen. I can just totally picture her swinging around Pantala or Pyria, having the time of her life and helping dragons. Gwen Stacy's dragon form gets its lighter colors from having the Icewing part of her. We end up with this stunning result. She looks just like a hero. The blue and pink are, of course, Gwen's natural version of her true costume's colors. Miles Morales becomes a Silk Rain hybrid in his waft form. It's just absolutely perfect in every way. The Silkwing part is also like Gwen, where he has his own natural web shooters and spider-like attributes, and the Rainwing half of Miles gives him his power of invisibility/camouflage here too. Silkwings can be all kinds of colors, and then we got this amazing art piece and design. He just gives off so much Miles Morales energy from this artwork alone, as do all of Piper's characters we've seen so far, and the ones we'll get to. The design is just so intricate, with obvious inspiration from his Into the Spider-Verse costume, from the logo to the colors to the spray paint-like patterns. Here we have one that is just so adorable. Peter B. Parker with his little daughter Mayday. Peter is a Mudsilk hybrid, still keeping his webs to the Silking blood and his spider strength through the Mudwing half. He just has the same look and energy as a movie version, and I adore it in every way. The addition of Tiny Mayday just made me audibly go "aw" when I first saw this. I couldn't be happier with how it looks, as it captures everything that makes the character true. I could definitely see a version of him in the world of Wings of Fire. As you can see, he still keeps little hints of a Spider-Man costume in the form of additional patterns and colors. So cool. And the fact that Mayday has orange scales to represent her orange hair is legitimately the greatest thing ever, and I love them. And lastly, to end off Piper's art and designs, we have Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, who's a Sand Silk hybrid. When I first thought of which tribe or tribes Miguel would be, I never would have imagined how amazing this combination was until Piper created him. His ferocity is there through his sanding stinger, which can act like his sharp vampire fangs. And as with the other spider characters, the Silkwing aspect allows him to keep his webs. The attention to detail and character work on the pose and design really just show all the thought that was put into this. He keeps the costume colors and arm spikes looking like he was ripped out of a universe where Miguel was a Wings of Fire dragon. And considering the infiniteness of the Marvel multiverse, there may even be a world out there like this. But yeah, Spider-Man 2099 in WAF really just looks excellent, and I couldn't be happier. Trust me, we're not even close to being done here. Next up, we have some of my friend Sparkle's designs. He goes by Starry Skies on Toy House, and will be linked there if you want to see more. First up, for his art of the Avengers, we have Hawkeye. He's a Rain Knight hybrid, leaping into action with his bow. I literally just love how the colors are ones reminiscent of his costume. His hybrid status allows him to look this way with these colors, and it's fantastic. There's just so much creativity here, and as like with the others, it looks like Hawkeye has truly been transformed. It's that perfect and recognizable. Also, Sparkle's art is just next level. I mean, look at it. This is Hawkeye as a Wings of Fire character. Next up and last for Sparkles, for this part, is Hulk. He's a Mudwing, which is the best way for him to keep his incredible strength. He's an absolutely massive and powerful Mudwing, a reflection of his stature and appearance as Hulk. Even the coloring for his talons, horns, and spikes help him look more like the character. They're a shade of purple, just like the pants Hulk actually wears. It's the little details and thoughts like this that just blow me away. I couldn't envision anything better for him, and Hulk was 100% done justice in this new dragon form. Imagine how much more dangerous he'll be with wings. Coming up here, we have Wolverine as a Hive-Wing, drawn and designed by my friend B. Wolverine being a Hive-Wing is something that couldn't be better, honestly. Because the tribe already matched perfectly with his costume color scheme. It's a total match. He looks as menacing as ever here, thanks to the pose and expression. Wolverine's dragon claws and Hive-Wing stingers allow for his iconic claws to still be part of him, and they're an incredibly useful weapon. I just can't express how proud I am of this design. Wolverine in the world of WAF just couldn't be any better. The next character is made by my friend Pasta, whose YouTube channel is linked in the description down below as well. There's a lot on there worth supporting. Here's Stephen Grant from Moon Knight. He's an Ice Knight hybrid who was born under the 3 moons, giving him the unique powers he gets in the comics and shows. The Nightwing part is perfect for Stephen's connection to the moons, and his Icewing blood gives him the natural striking white of his costume. Everything here is just drawn, designed, and colored to utter perfection. The starry night sky can be seen on one of his wings, and the full moon on his chest. Stephen still wears a worried expression, and has a Nightwing teardrop scale by his eyes. This is just an absolutely fantastic and creative interpretation, and I couldn't picture anything different now. I'm just in love. Last but certainly not least, we have 2 designs by my friend Morning Doves on Discord. The first one showing up here is Iron Man, who's a Sky Ice Animus. Him being part Skywing makes total sense with his ability of flight. He's iconic red and yellow on his scales, looking like something straight off an Iron Man comic book cover or movie suit design on a poster. The arc reactor can also be seen, which is a really neat detail that makes Tony, Tony. I really love how wonderful and different this looks, bringing the character to life in a whole new way. And lastly for part 1, we have Spider-Man Peter Parker. He's a Silk Rain. The Silkwing is so he can have his webs and web swing, and the Rainwing element is a great way for him to change costume and scale colors, getting to that awesome red and blue. I really love what he's done here, keeping the energy of Spider-Man. You can even see webs coming from his wrists, which is super cool. Thank you so much to everybody who helped out with part 1 of this project. And remember, there's more to come down the line. Which design or designs were your favorite and stood out to you the most? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.